Okay, welcome everyone to training here. What we're going to attempt to do with this training here today is instead of like what they call a whiteboard and drawing, we're going to try to use a PowerPoint board to kind of on the fly just explain again at a high level overview of exactly how to utilize Opportunity Launch to build your primary business. So what we want to start here is with, again, what everybody, is typically focus on. We're going to call it your prime. Your prime business, that's the target that you're focusing on. And I know sometimes it can get distracting or confusing when you see the value of Opportunity Launch that you just want to go out and promote Opportunity Launch directly. And so we want to try to educate you on how to utilize it as the tool that it's supposed to be and how it can then benefit you on the back end when you use it for the right leverage. So the first thing I want to do is just make sure when a person comes in, what I always do, and some of you will probably shake your head, yes, that as soon as someone, even contacts me and says, hey, I've just gotten joined, I've just gotten signed up, or just, watch one of the videos in Opportunity Launch, where's my link? Where's the link that I use to promote? Um, right there, that lets me know that, they must have had dinner cooking, TV going, or something during the videos they watched. And so a lot of times I'll say, yeah, are you in front of your computer? Let me show you where that's at. And I have them go to video one again. Okay, because they missed it. And repetition is the best teacher. And if you can stand listening to my voice again, then then go rewatch one of the videos. Take notes while you're watching so it can help you, to go through that process again and get an understanding. Because the first thing I ask them is, what is the business that you're promoting? I want to immediately get the person to understand that this is a system to not take them away from their primary business, but to actually use it to help, escalate, improve, their ability to market that. So your prime business should always be your focus here. And now with your prime business, there are different ways that people try to, build that business. Number one that most people try to do is they want to go out and get other networkers. So within Opportunity Launch, for those who just want to focus on that specific model, we teach you ways of which you could go out and meet networkers in a unique fashion than you're normally doing now, and that's leading with your primary business. What you want to be able to do is actually lead with the person's business. So that is I would say, number one different philosophy that for a lot of people have not heard it. Some people might have called it guerrilla warfare before. There was a sales book called Guerrilla Warfare, and guerrilla marketing was what it was called. And it basically dealt with flipping a person. And that's what a lot of people have tried to do, which is saturated now. And that is just contact somebody and just try to flip them to yours. Now that becomes offensive to people. And all of us have said this out of our mouth. If you've been in online for any length of time in marketing, they're just trying to get me into their deal. And we all have said it. And because that was a popular approach as, opportunities began to expand, everybody's first goal to grow their business was, let me go after other networkers. and let me go after other networkers and try to flip them into my deal. And then there's now, if you haven't been in the industry to learn the word cross recruiting, if you haven't, if you don't have a testimony of saying someone stole my group or my people, or took my downline, if these things are not in your vocabulary, okay, you're blessed. Okay, but learn to be wise in this industry in regards to that, because going after other people's networkers and other companies' networkers is what this industry and what these owners and these master distributors and making these sideline deals have created this environment. Oh, there's a thing called red carpet and a thing called fly-ins, and they bring in these quote heavy hitters, and all heavy hitters do is hit a bunch of little people upside the head and take their people while they're unconscious. They absolutely get on the conference call, and because they have influence, they steal and take people. I know I'm preaching. Let me stop. You don't need to do that to be successful in this industry. If you become a networker, and becoming a networker doesn't mean recruiting. There's a difference. And the difference between being a networker and a recruiter is a networker builds a circle of influence. A networker builds a circle of friends. A networker builds a circle of trust of people who know and like them by networking, and that is sharing and accepting information between other people. I want you to put yourself in the position of an insurance agent who has to be a networker. They've got to meet people. Now, if you are an insurance agent, you're not going to try to sell insurance by going out and recruiting other insurance agents to steal their policies. When you go to an insurance convention or you go to insurance training, you're all there going after the same thing, which is new customers, not each other's customers. And if you can get into that mindset to where you can begin to network and share best practices with other people in the industry who may or may not be ready to join you now or ever in the future, you can still become very effective. You can still become a strong networker, and you will be surprised that if you develop that kind of relationship and they begin to know what business you're in, other networkers will refer people to you. You may not have ever had it happen to you. Someone may be on here to say, yes, that has happened to me. They come across someone that's not good for their business, or that's looking for another type of business, and because they know, like, and trust you, and they want to see this person be successful, they will refer them to you, just like people would refer someone else to get another cheaper policy. So I want to help you become networkers. Now, there's a difference between internet marketing and network marketing. Internet marketing is actually about selling products, not recruiting. An internet marketer is someone who has a product or service, and they build a list of buyers. They build a list of people who buy something online, and then they look to upsell them in the same niche other products and services. That's internet marketing. Network marketing is the person who strictly speaks with people about opportunity. Networking and network marketing is not internet marketing. It's not network sales. If you are doing sales, then you're trying to sell the product of possibly a network marketing company or a traditional company. You're in sales. But if you're in network marketing, your network is building, like we used to say, a distribution line of buyers, wholesale distributors. I call myself an internet network marketer because I use the power of the internet and I don't market just a product and I don't just look to recruit. I look to expand my network with lots of people. And I know lots of people who I have never been in their downline, and they've never been in mine. There are some just this year for the first time. Um, we're actually doing a project or something together after 6 years. And over 6 years, I've seen them start other companies and do other companies and so forth because you can't join everything, as we know. But now with the Opportunity Launch system, you can now market anything. It's a solution. So getting people into your primary business, I want you to start learning how to be a networker, meeting people, okay? Not just trying to recruit people. For some people, they just can't help themselves. It's just too slow. It's not instant. It's not overnight. They don't see the value of what a large network of people who you have contact with, how that can benefit you. Um, you will constantly miss a lot of opportunity by not developing a large network. So hopefully for some of you this can be a turning of the corner for you and you can realize the value of just picking up the phone and saying hello to people on a consistent basis, whether those people are on your Facebook group, some people who are prospecting you, people who are sending you spam of other deals who you've never met, but you sure know their name by the autoresponder. Start becoming a networker and reaching out and connecting with people. Now, we've talked about also again on this that there are some that look to build their business by customers. Building your primary business by going out and doing the marketing and internet marketing of the product, which can be a very strong way to have some of the best new distributors in the industry. If you seem to be always seeing the same people in a different opportunity, month after month, year after year, then your marketing is just one-sided on networkers. And so it's time to balance out. How do you ever hit the table like me and say, man, I just need to get some new people? That's right. And you can get new people by going to a new marketplace. Look at what your product solves. Look at what solutions your product solves and begin to market on the internet to the people who who the solution that is for. Sometimes it can be a hyper competitive market and you're going to have to become very creative. Okay, if your Particular industries, weight loss, yeah, you're in a hyper competitive market with companies spending millions of dollars, to be seen on the internet for that. Are there unique ways that you can do it? Yes. If you're offline, you can start your own weight loss support group in your community. And this right now, because things like, obesity um, are, epidemics, it can become a community project. You can start a walk. You can start an exercise group in your local neighborhood community, whatever. And oh, by the way, you have weight loss products for the large network of people who got behind your, you know, uh, uh, walk for child obesity or whatever. Yeah, you got to get creative, and you can get creative and build a large network of potential customers by focusing on what you have a product for. You have something that's medical, do a blood drive, start a foundation for a particular passion of yours. And if you found products that meet those needs, but you're going after customers, all right? Those customers who get excited about your product are going to bring you other customers if they're not entrepreneurial. Oh, I'll just send people to you. No, I don't want to join. Don't you want to save 20%? Stop chasing away your own money trying to recruit everything. Let a person bring you referrals and never be a customer. And quit telling them every time they come buy product from you, you're missing out. You could be getting this cheaper. No, give them tools to go find, get you more customers. Give them some flyers. Make them a mini website to let that person bring you more people. And some of those people they bring you, they're going to say, "Hey, can I do this? How did you get started in this?" They're going to bring you somebody else that wants to make money. And I know you're going to go right back to them. This person's about to sign up. Don't you want to, get in? That will lose you money. Don't run off your customers because you're so stuck into recruiting everything moving. Okay? So, with your primary business to get new people, you've got the networking people out there who are already in the industry, they're already sold on the industry. Then you have your customers, and these are people that you're directly knowing and connecting with. Now, here's one particular industry or method that a lot of people have not mastered, and that's why we exist. And that's called marketing. Marketing is where you place information where it's visible that generates a response. Marketing, if you think about it, like a billboard advertisement. Location, 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 right? Well, that same thing applies where you're placing your advertisement. And your advertisement for your product to bring customers or your opportunity to bring networkers. It just depends on what the marketing is focused on and where you're placing it. Most people on your classified ads, you know, more people on classified ads are shopping there to buy something. You would do better with product selling on classified ads than you would opportunity, unless you're able to disguise it as a commission job. And that's how I would do it. 100% commission. If you want to advertise your opportunity as a job, if you think that that um, lines up with the type of industry you have, maybe you're marketing an insurance or an investment sales product, or travel, being a travel agent, that's 100% commission. You get paid what you sell. Um, so put 100% commission, no, no benefits, so forth, and you will get people that like to sell. Understand that they are not going to be networkers. When you are going after professional salespeople for the most time have the if it's to be, it's up to me. And if it's to be, it's up to me, they don't want to be the manager. They don't want to be the district person. They don't want to deal with any other salespeople. Just give me my product, get out of my way, and let me go make my money in my calls today. So with the marketing that you're doing, again, you're putting information in places where it will be seen that will generate a response. And that is the biggest area that people need to improve upon so that their business works 24/7. It works, while they're at work. They can bring people to their primary opportunity. So none of these particular things are, new or rocket science, but certainly you just need to understand the differences of the two and know and set a game of plan of what your activity is going to be that's going to bring people to you based on, what you're looking for. Are you going to go out and in your industries, there are some that's the best thing is just to go after networkers. That's just it. That's the marketplace. There are some where the model is better to just have customers. Sometimes the comp plan will pay you just as much as a distributor. It's just based on how much volume you can move. Okay. And so the whichever areas of those that you want the best or the most of, then you've got to spend more time at improving your marketing to generate those types of responses and learning from other people. Now, the science behind what we use is what's called a funnel system. And we hear that word a lot. Okay. When you are marketing, that is a direct message for, hey, want to lose weight. That's a direct market approach. Want to earn money, want to earn a full-time income working part-time. That's a direct marketing for a business opportunity. But a funnel system is not as direct. A funnel system is going to have pieces in it that are going to allow a person to sell themselves on wanting more information, to get more involved. And when they come into your primary opportunity, they will come in and make a decision if they want to be a customer or if they want to be a networker. The funnel system is going to save you time because you're only going to speak with people who have made yes decisions along the way. Yes decisions along the way. And when you're speaking to people who get through your funnel system that have said yes, yes, yes to whatever processes and steps that you have placed in front of them, that increases the likelihood that they're going to say yes to the particular opportunity or business that you have. So what we want to talk about here is move to our next circle. And again, before you get to that primary business, we just want to talk about the funnel and the different ways of bringing people into your funnel system. And this is again, when they come in through this door and they come in through this process, you're trying to again attract people in different ways. And the way a funnel system starts is first, as everybody needs to know, is you need to be offering value. If you don't have anything to offer, people don't want to talk to you. Think about whose call you don't answer, who you have on caller ID. Look and see whose email you don't return. Chances are you know that they want something for you and they have nothing to offer you. They're not giving you anything. They have no value. And that doesn't mean it's monetary. It can just mean emotional. It could be, um, you know, social. They drain you. They don't empower you. It's not a good conversation when you speak to them. You're not enlightened. The conversation is just usually about them trying to get some money out your pocket, right? So you don't answer and you don't respond to their messages through whatever way they're connected to you, through your phone, Facebook, Skype, whatever. Now, think about who are you that person to yourself? Who is it that you only call to see if they're ready to join you? They know why you're calling. That's all you ever call for. We don't call for anything else. The only time you call them is when you got something else new to offer, not value, opportunity again. We talk about the NFL club, but it seems everybody keeps trying to make a touchdown with every opportunity. Every opportunity, I got to call every single same person again in the industry to offer them something. Opportunity. See if you can start going back through your Rolodex. And here's what I call, if your market is cold, you know that warm market is really ice cold market now, then I want to show you a technique on how to warm up your cold market. Warm it up by doing this. Hopefully you're writing. Number one, when you reach back out to them, if they pick up your phone, if they pick up the phone, hey Mark, what you got for me now? Hey, nothing. I was actually going through updating, my phone contacts. Hadn't spoke to you in a while. Definitely just wanted to update my records. You've got to resist, number one, to not talk about business. Nothing. They're waiting for it. They're expecting it. And they are going to feel real odd when they even try to ask you, so what are you doing now? Oh, it's so tempting. Oh, I got the best thing. No. So no, I'm really just looking at investigating a couple of things now. But listen, let me, I'm glad, you hear you're doing okay, family's doing good, so forth, and get off the phone. You've got them puzzled that you didn't do the same thing you normally do. Call them about a deal. Just call and update my records, make sure, that your number and information is still okay. Well, great. How you doing? How's everything else going? Shoot the bees real quick. Well, hey, great. Glad to see everything's going on. Listen, got to just make some other calls. Hey, let's catch up again sometime. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. Warm up your warm market or your cold market by changing the behavior of your interaction with them. Call for something different sometime. And then the next time you call them, offer value. Send a message of value. Take what you learn from Opportunity Launch and say, hey, heard about this website called MLM Rankings, ranks all the different companies. I saw your company that was in there. Looks like you guys are in the top 20. Here's some information. Hey, just learned a new tip from this training call that I'm on with this guy teaching things about SEO with free blogs and so forth. Do you have a blog? Ask them information. Are you on the first page of Google? So call people and give them information that doesn't have any opportunity attached to it. Now you start offering people value, start offering them information. Hey, did you know you could do this? Have you ever made a Facebook page? I just learned this, that you could do this for your Amway or your Avon business. I know your wife does Mary Kay, and this guy was just showing how you can go make a Facebook group for free and actually start making sales that way. Here's the link that he gave on how to make your own Facebook group, or how to import your leads into the Facebook contact manager system that won't get you put in Facebook jail. Free information, offering value. What are you trying to do? You're trying to draw them to your funnel. So now you become a person that's providing resources and information. And then when you see they respond to you, oh, thanks. Now you're turning the corner from what your normal response was, when they start thanking you for what you're giving them. And then when they contact you and ask you a question about something, oh my goodness, you really turned it around. They call you and ask you about your opinion. And then guess what? When they come to you and they say, Mark, I've got a great business I just came across, because you've woken up the sleeping lion, right? You've reinitiated the contact, and you're not pitching them anything, but they're sure going to pitch you. You can't wait to get that video, because now your funnel system is going to give them a capture page for it. You offer value. You offer information. You woke up the sleeping lion who came to you marketing and pitching you, and you offered them more value. You turned around and sent them a capture page back with the same video they sent you. What in the world are you doing, Mark? What is this? Are you already in it yet? That's the first question. And this is how now you get that person inside the funnel, because you have offered them value, something that benefited them with the information that didn't have the opportunity attached. So don't go pitch opportunity launch, pitch value, pitch information without even saying the name of the company. Okay? Now, here's another trick, tip, skill, whatever you want to call it, to get people into your particular funnel, and that is to create communication. And it's not going to fit. So, what do you mean communication? One of the best ways that I got a new funnel and network of people, and I'm not going to say the name of it here, because then you'll see it again and know what I'm doing. But let's go back to our insurance example. And remember, all the insurance people get together quarterly, and they have a meeting and they come up to date with the standards of the industry. Create networking events. Create spaces for other people to pitch each other. Let me make it an even crazier way here. Let me try to put it a different way. If you want to become the life of the party, throw a party. Throw a party together for a bunch of people to come around, and guess what? They all know you. You set up the party. Set up a networking event for other people to come talk about their businesses. Wow. You're going to have a conference call, and the conference call is going to let people share their opportunities every week. You can invite anybody that you want to the call, and what we're going to do is I'm going to, share some just business tips or practices. We may have a guest speaker on, somebody that can talk to you about, how to do your taxes from home. You just do a conference call once a week, once a month, promote it like crazy for people to come talk about their business. Communication. Oh man, watch how many people RSVP for that one. And then all those people that are responding want to be a part of that networking group of yours. Here's the sign up form. I hope some of you light bulb just went off. Here's the sign up form. Fill that out and we'll get you the phone number and information to be on or part of our networking business sharing group. And they go into your funnel, folks. And all you do is facilitate the call. You make a calendar, you make a schedule, and this week Joe's going to talk about his business. Next week Jane's going to talk about their business. It's a 15-minute. All you do is facilitate it. They market it like crazy as well. And you tell them to go invite as many people as you can to this call because you're being featured. Make your own newsletter. Make your own little newsletter flyer. Make your own little website, with a weekly schedule, your own little blog that people go to and they can see, again, when the next meeting is, and they got to click on the registration link on the blog and they go right into your funnel. Why? Because they want to be there to share. You don't have to do all of these things, and all these things may not fit for everybody, but I'm wanting to give you some new ideas and strategies to think about, to start creating some new types of actions, some new types of responses that is, going to allow you to get people into your funnel. Get them into your funnel, they're going to make a decision in that funnel what they want to do. And everybody in the funnel is not going to say yes, but you're sure getting a lot more people this way, getting to know more people, know about more people this way. Here's one of the scariest ones. I call it the lost lamb. Make yourself a prospect. Make yourself a prospect. Become a person who studies other companies and other people's comp plans and other marketers. become a person who's willing to contact people, give them your marketing. Like I said, go out, make a Gmail account, and I love spam at gmail.com. And that's what you put into every capture page that you can find. When you put that into someone's capture page system, now you're going to get their autoresponder and it's going to have their contact information so that you can now put them on your particular list and information, take their videos and submit a request capture page. If you're not an upgraded member, go make a capture page and get ready as a prospect to begin to offer some value, share with them your communication group that you're looking again for people who want to market their business. And you provide resources and things to help others as well. By making yourself a prospect, you're going to have a lot of people calling you, leaving their phone number for you to contact them on your Google Voice mail or your Skype voicemail. You don't have to give them your regular number. Give them your marketing number, and everybody you know that calls that number and leaves a message is somebody to try to talk to you about their business. And with you becoming a prospect, the the more you leverage the system, the bigger the prospect you are. The more you leverage your funnel system, yeah, well, with the team of people I work with, we pretty much work a system where we give people free capture pages. Look, you can talk like you are the owner of Opportunity Launch. I don't care. We are partners. You're my partner and I, we have this system. Speak that way. If you put somebody on a three-way call with me, that's fine. Leverage. And you're focused on building your primary company. That's fine. That's how the system works. I use the system to build my primary company. Maybe you thought Opportunity Launch was my primary company. I wouldn't have been eating for 8 years on the internet because it didn't exist. I leverage the system, and sometimes I don't even tell people I'm the owner until they surprise hear me on the voicemail or hear me on the video when they get in the back office. I don't go around saying I'm the owner. I say, look at this system. Now, the leverage of that you can do yourself is those of you that raise your hand and start putting your voice and some videos in the back office here when you make yourself a prospect to other people, and then you bring them into a space like this and you're doing some training inside of Opportunity Launch, the bigger prospect you are. And the bigger prospect you are, guess what? The more deals they're going to throw at you, try to get you in there. You'll find yourself not even paying to join opportunities anymore. You become a big prospect. You become someone that is projecting value, someone who's showing some leadership. Oh, they want to piff you in. You'll be turning stuff down. You just don't even want to join it. You have several people wanting to pay your way into stuff. The bigger of a prospect you become. So don't be afraid to be pitched to. Remember, Opportunity Launch is going to gives you the ability to market anything without even joining it. You can go put, and that's what I suggest to people, before you even join anything, make sure you have a sign up. If you're even thinking about joining something, Make sure you've marketed it first to make sure that you can actually reach people and that the company actually has something that people want to buy. Opportunity Launch is not going to make their company attractive. Opportunity Launch capture page, no matter how beautiful the background is, isn't going to make their product more successful. It's the company that has to convert. We just package it in the best way possible, in a different way than what they've seen. But you don't know if a company is going to work unless you do first the market research. If you have a business plan, before you get any funding, you've got to have some marketing research. So by putting yourself there as a prospect and people coming to you with every single opportunity that they have, you don't have to join it. You can learn how to detox yourself from joining everything until after you market it. When you say that to people, well, I don't want to get people to get mad and think, uh, I was deceiving them because I wasn't interested in really joining their company and so forth, then you're not a marketer. A marketer is someone who lets the opportunity come to them. If I want to find out if something is good for the marketplace, I'm not going to invest $100,000 to try it. I'm going to try it first before I invest $100,000. I'm going to test the marketplace. That's a marketer. They market information to get a response. And if the response is, wow, now it's time to take some action. Become a network marketer. See if you can attract a response from people with opportunities. Try before you buy, because when you become a prospect, listen, I can't even find every company. We have to keep up. New requests for capture pages are coming every day for new companies we've heard nothing about, and I already had over 800 some capture pages to start with, just thinking that I caught every name that was out there. Not even close. So you can't join everything that comes your way. You can't join everybody, but you can market, because marketing is going to continue to bring you people to put into your funnel and let them make a decision. And when they make a decision on the other side, then that particular person there is going to be ready to do more business with you because they've already come through the funnel system and saying yes, yes. Now the next one that I'm going to share, if I haven't talked over a lot of people's heads, and a lot of people may not really feel that you can do this or want to do this, but I'll absolutely tell you that what I'm going to tell you next is better than everything else combined. And it's just if you're willing to, take the leadership, and that's really what I should do, and what I should just really call it, because it can come in so many different ways. People want to work with people who are in the front of the room, period. They want to work with the people that they see are taking action. How much action, how visible are you in anything you're doing? When someone looks at your primary company, what leadership are you showing in that company? We got about 10 minutes here. Um, so I can't cover so many different ways. And I can't even recall the book by John Maxwell that talked about leadership from the middle or something like that. I wish I could find it. Maybe I'll edit this video and put the name of the book on here at some point. It was one of the strongest books that taught me I don't have to have the CEO position. I don't have to be have the title to be showing leadership. And I don't care if it's calling the company and saying, "Hey, Mr. Master Distributor, Mrs. CEO, would you give me an opportunity to function in some type of leadership role with the corporate level? If I can just introduce you when you're doing a conference call, you know, just that simple. Right now, notice you don't have anybody doing introductions. When you come on the conference call, no one's introducing you. Can I do that? When you're bringing people to the call and they're hearing you introduce the owner, that makes your edification go up. Oh my goodness, they are working with the owner. It's leadership. If they hear the leader say, "Hey, now we're going to go out to Iowa, and Mark is going to share with us his experience about the company," and you get to do that testimony each week, not only are your prospects on the phone hearing you, but all the other distributors in the company are hearing you as well. And some of them will come across your voice again. "Oh, I remember you from such and such." Leader. They don't know how you were doing the opportunity, but they will have a perception. Be willing to go out and make a video on how to do something that you're good at. If you know how to do PowerPoint and you know how to make a PowerPoint, if you will just be a leader to go share with someone how to make a PowerPoint, they don't have to see your face, you don't have to be on the camera, just simply making a small tutorial about how to make a PowerPoint, and guess what? Go offer value and just give it to people. It's got your name on it. Make an ebook of your own. You can make an ebook with a PowerPoint and save it as a PDF and call it an ebook. It's all an ebook is. It's a downloadable PDF. You can go to YouTube and learn it. You can make an ebook on how to do something simple and give it to people. Take the information that I just gave you today, take the bullet points, watch this over again, make your own training out of it, whether it's in text or writing. Take the points, put it into your own words, make it your own training manual about how to put people into your primary business, and take this thing and make it a 5-part series and use it to give away to people. If you want my 5 lessons or my 8 steps of, building your primary business, take each one of these trainings, make each one of them a page, use it whatever, but demonstrate that you are a leader in some capacity. I'm just trying to pull anything out of the hair that I can just show you what you can do. Be willing to make that communication. We'll go backwards here a little bit. Be willing to make places for people to communicate and just facilitate. Watch how they present. Just learn from others. You don't ever have to pitch your own business on the communication call. You've got everybody's contact information. You can talk to them individually. They registered on your capture page to get to there. Warming up your warm market, offering them information and letting them pitch you, and then sharing the funnel system to help them with what they're trying to do. Pitch. Bring that in regards to primary business, they'll make their decision if they come through that funnel. If they come through that funnel, then they're ripe to now talk to you about your primary business. Learn how to market your business, whether it's to a customer base or for networkers. There's a difference. And learn how to make the decision on that. If you're going to focus on customers and the products, study that. Learn how to, where to put the product where people want to buy product. And if you're going after specifically just trying to grow that network and that team, slow your roll on recruiting, everything moving, and learn to build a network of people in that contact manager list in your back office. And that network, you will find, will provide you with more information than you would have ever learned if you start networking correctly. You're going to become more knowledgeable about your industry by expanding your network. Your association with people is going to change on who you know and who knows you and how they know you when you become a good networker. When you do that, when you put these types of things in place, instead of just going out trying to recruit, your primary business will grow. I can guarantee you that. Hope this was helpful, guys. Looking forward to talking with more of you individually. You can connect with me on Facebook right through the back office. You'll see my Facebook link and also my Skype link, the two primary ways to reach me once we get connected there. Be happy to share my phone number with you as well and help you any way I can. All right, guys. Happy marketing.